put some up. I'm gonna tell you what's going on, Daniel Bird. I just seen some of your uploads from your sports stuff too, fam. What's up with you? Greatly appreciate it. Your support is, fam. What's going on? Yeah, I was just looking at some of your sports highlights. You know I'm not a sportsman. I was just showing my support. There's two of y'all in here, man. Double tap that screen. Let's get this conversation held, man. What's going on? Let me get the echo out of there. But yeah, the shit don't stop. They say the war is over, but why are they negotiating? And why is Trump asking Israel not to fire on Iran? Because Iran just did some shit to Israel. Trump is begging them not to retaliate. I thought this shit was in the bag. I thought we had this war shit in the bag. Like, we about to come home with some BP gas and everything. Seemingly, not so much right now. What I'm asking is, did you vote for this? High food prices. You know what I'm saying? So I got going on this Sunday, man. It's a slow Sunday. It was hot as fuck today. Had a good Sunday dinner. How was y'all Sunday dinner out there? We had a good Sunday dinner. And it's two of y'all in here. Greatly appreciate it. Whether you geeking and peeking and peeking and geeking, still greatly appreciate it. What's going on with y'all? Yo, spark that blunt. Smash that like, y'all. Yeah, the stuff with Donald Trump, man. I got a live coming up discussing whether should Donald Trump be giving the January 6th people some slush fund money. He ain't even addressed the reparations. Have anybody ever heard Donald Trump even talk about reparations? Because before he gets some dudes that did something that 4 or 5. How long was the January 6th insurrection? How long was that shit? Let's say 12 hours for some guys that did something that for 12 hours that cost them the rest of their life. Why not pay some people that gave up the rest of their life to? You know what I mean, like, it's two different things. Slave reparations and January 6th. January 6th is sort of compensating somebody for some. It seems like it's a compensation. Like, here you go for putting in work, or an added pad when 2028 come and people um are deciding whether they're gonna buck. Donald Trump gonna need them people to buck. He want to have that slush fund set up so y'all know if you buck, you can always petition to get some money out the slush fund because you know what I'm saying? It's just if y'all can't see it, he's setting that shit up. But it might not even be about the slush fund. It might be about that he's showing you that he's willing to cooperate and provide money for the slush fund. Smash that like. What is it? Smash that like y'all. Shut me out. Well, that's probably real. DB Coastal, what's up with you? That shit dope. DB Coastal, who was the best president? Trump, Obama, or Obama, or Barry as y'all call him. What's that name they call his? What they say Obama last name is? Sotomayor or some shit like that. You say Obama. Crimson. What's up, Crimson? I ain't heard from you a couple of days, my G. What's up with you? How you, man? Who was the better president? My father. Crimson, you didn't even. Your daddy was a better president than Obama and them. Do y'all realize that the country of America is named after somebody that never even been to America? You said it's a low bar, but obviously Obama. Can you name three reasons why you consider Obama be a better president than Donald Trump? But y'all know that America is named after a person that he put America on South American continent, and we've been running with it for North America and America ever since. Yeah, Americo Vespucci. What was the name of that book that he wrote with that little transcript? Also, the big maps and shit they had. Well, everybody always say Columbus had some. Columbus didn't know Americo Vespucci. He did not know Americo Vespucci. Like everybody always said, Columbus was from Italy. He wasn't from Italy. He was from Rome. At the time, Italy didn't exist. At that time, Italy, the southern part of Italy, not Rome, the northern part where Rome is located, that would have been known probably been Tuscany or something like that. Right, Americo's Vespucci. But he never even came to America. He wrote the name on a map and then he wrote this little transcript. That shit crazy. Smash that like. What's going on, fam Bo? What's up with you tonight, family? How's your Sunday, man? When the last fam Bo, when the last time you talked to OG Grandpa, man? Smash that like. Shout out Lord Crimson, fam Bo, DB Coastal, everybody that's coming through, giving they 1-2s. And will anybody see Trump? He was beefing with that lady. He walked out on somebody. He was doing a okay Friday. How he doing? Rome and Tuscany are central Italy. Turin and Milan are northern Italy. Right. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Um, what they say? Christopher Columbus from Genoa of Venice, because Sicily, Calabrese, Naples, and all that was occupied by black people during the time of 1492. Do your history. The same time that the Moors had Spain in its grips, y'all know that Corsica, Malta, Naples, Sicily, and all those spots were owned by Spain, and they were in occupation too by the Moors. Also, Rome at the time was also in occupation by Spain because the Pope that was in Rome was a Spanish Pope. And that's crazy. Smash that like and shut me out. Oh yeah, he was going to the casino, getting that money. What's up, lunching out? Christopher has some insight on something to get a boat. And no, the boat. Did you notice the boats that he came here with? He came on caravels, African boats, caravels, and also they've been showing us from the beginning. It was some Knights Templar type of shit because the Nita, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria always had a Knights Templar cross on it. But he did. He had the Spanish Pope who was in Rome link up with the Spanish Queen Isabella and her husband Ferdinand. What's going on, the Coast Budgets? And her husband Ferdinand's lunching out, and they was the three people that set it up to steal America from us. You say Obama was the better president, Budgets. Name three reasons why you say Obama was the better president. All around all along the River Pooh. Yeah, he was sent on a goon mission because even after he founded the Americas, that nigga got locked up. Yeah, The Spanish was over there. Yeah, the Spanish was there. The Spanish was in Florida, St. Augustine. And it's so crazy. The Spanish was all the way up like Oregon. But you know, we get his story, so we'll never get it in the English version. They'll never glorify another country like that because it fucks up their story. They got to justify why what happened to all the natives. They got to justify that shit. Smash that like. Did y'all know that the people that lost the Confederate War, they didn't lose because they still were able to keep their businesses that were in Guatemala, Honduras, Belize, and that's where you get the United Fruit Company that brought you the people that own Chiquita Banana. That's the Confederate people. The people do your research. The people, the company that owns the Chiquita Banana, I think it was United Fruit or Fruit something. That company was that funded the Civil War, and that's what the people from the Civil War that lost. They were still able to keep all their businesses in Mexico because Central America used to be linked to Mexico. Your Guatemalans, like I said, your Honduras, your Belize, you feel me? Everything on that Yucatan Peninsula. Handle our finances better. Okay, this is Obama, right? He handled our finances better. He invested in our people, not enough. He wasn't causing wars and scandals every other day. Okay, in layman terms, I think you hit it the tail on the head. That he handled our finances. He dealt with American money. He tried to make sure we could get something. He invested in our people, right? He did, and he wasn't causing wars. And that's the main thing with me. He ain't out here causing beef because we could end up the collateral damage if somebody want to come over here and bomb some shit. Okay, budget says create jobs and stabilize the economy after the 2008 crash. Okay, correct, absolutely. Trump did not handle. Trump ain't handled nothing for us. Nothing. Trump has not since he's been in office, and that's my opinion. He ain't did nothing for the American people, but set America against Americans. With ICE, JD Vance, and all this fraud shit, it's like he has done nothing to help Americans. Everything he's doing is to lock them up and. I mean, well, maybe if you own a private prison, he did something to help you. But other than that, the Abbeville, Mississippi is named for the first Spanish explorer to reach the Barrier Islands where he built a fort. Later on, his brother came inland and named it after him. I agree that's the investment in our people 100%. Nah, you on topic because it's just trivia. But the Abbeville, you know they got the Abbeville in New Orleans. It's Abbeville named after him too. You know, Spain was here before France, all of those people. Did you see Trump went off? Yeah. Uh-huh. Did you see Trump go off on that? Yep, I saw. Why didn't he walk out or something? That shit big news right now. Trump a straight broad, man. She asked him something and he got all flustered and shit. Trump, man, he think he the fucking king for real. Like that shit crazy. Who the fuck? What the fuck? I know the people that put him in power. Like why we put him in power? Because now he over abusing it. He got the keys to the whip, but he not a good leader. Like I want to visit New Orleans. Lots of good food down there. I need to eat. Okay, well, if you go to New Orleans, Lord Crimson, what would be the first thing you get? You said the food. What's going on, Chuck? They say he fucking the finals up, Chuck. They said they don't want Trump at the finals, and he going to FIFA. Trump, man, Trump need to stay out them young folk business. Fuck you doing at the finals in that FIFA? But oh, you know what? The finals, Trump is a New Yorker. Best believe it. Oh yeah, you said Clarence Thomas is Gullah. Okay, what part of what he from South Carolina? Oh yeah, okay. Or some Cafe Dumont. That Cafe Dumont. What's that? That's no beignets. Cafe Dumont. Go get you a cup of coffee and some beignets. I'm gonna tell you something. New Orleans is all right if you got some money. If you want a middle class budget, you're gonna be able to enjoy all the amenities because they high as fuck. You got to have some money in New Orleans, and then you got to be careful. One street over from Bourbon, them boys at whoa, they ain't playing. So be careful when you go down in New Orleans and get in that water. Them gators down there, they'll get your ass. They know, and they can smell a nigga that ain't from New Orleans all day because the way you talk. They got that distinctive talk. I mean, you heard me. I can't even say it. It's a particular way they say their words that they know you ain't from that motherfucking Crescent City. They gonna empty your pockets, pocket your pockets like rabbit is. You said that Trump when it'll kill MAGA, but shit, MAGA gonna kill MAGA. Crimson, I got peoples in New Orleans. I wouldn't even have to talk to somebody I ain't know. I could just call and say, "Yo, etouffee. Let me have some beignets. Give me some beignet mix, put in the bag, so I can take home with me. Tell Granny get me a couple of bowls of that etouffee. I'm a queen with me. Shit, some Jack's beer, whatever. Family, you know what I'm saying? When I go to a city like that, I'm gonna go to family houses. You know what I mean? I ain't going to a restaurant because you ain't gonna never get the feeling of the place. I'm gonna go to somebody's house that smell like Old Bay seasoning and shrimp 24/7. No matter how much ass fresher than incense, they shit smell like Old Bay seasoning. You say you need to be in the water. Okay. Okay. So you was in Abbeville. And what's that outside right there at on Bourbon? Abbeville. You was in Abbeville. I got so drunk I got lost and walked in the hood from French Quarter and Bourbon Street. Oh my God. But they probably thought you was kin folks because you light skinned, Chuck. They probably thought you was one of them. You know, New Orleans got its own little culture of light skinned folks down there with gold teeth and jewelry and shit. Yeah, real Southern food, you cannot get it in the restaurant. You got to get it in the house. From Virginia down on the Florida, I mean, you ain't gonna be able to get it in one of these restaurants. They just started selling shrimp and grits in Savannah and Charleston in the 1960s, but it had been a staple in black homes for centuries. And also shrimp, lobster, all that stuff. At first, it was looked at as slave food, eat lobster, and prisoner food. And now that shit got there gone cordon bleu. But in them Geechee towns, a motherfucker be riding right around with a bucket with shrimp in them selling them shits. I had to pay this young lady to take me back to my hotel because my phone was dead. Also, I was drunker than Cooter Brown. You old as fuck too, Chuck. Drunk as Cooter Brown. You drunk, you old as fuck. You know what? You been raised by some old heads too, 'cause that's some old head shit. Drunk as Cooter Brown. Smash that light. Who said anything about restaurants? Southern hospitality comes from the people. You better bet it, Crimson. I would, you know what I mean, going to New Orleans or something like that, it'll be a disservice to yourself to go to some restaurant and get a commercialized version of anything that they had to offer. But has any of y'all ever been to Cafe do Monnier Cafe Du Monde and got some of them beignet mix? You go and get some beignet mix. You know the little donut type of things that they sell in that shit, and it's popular in New Orleans. You can go get the mix from that place. Yeah, that's what I did when I went there. I got me some of that mix. When I go and actually and when I go somewhere, I don't go like people that let's go to the club. Why am I going to the club? I can go to the club at home. I find all the historical sites and cemeteries and spooky places of interest and you know what I mean, and go do me. Smash that like y'all, shut me out. Yeah. Oh, you said they created the beignets? There. I'll do it. Smash that like. Start standing fine. What's up with you? Being threatened in Facebook that if I go to another protest, I will ready to protect. Wow, they still messing with you. Starts finding fun. That's crazy. You want to hire me as security? Fly me out, man. I'm cheap. Hire me as security for and go to one of them J's. You still got some silver? Let me get a couple of pounds of silver, a couple of Troy ounces, and fly me out, and I'll come out there and go to a joint with you. Because you should take that to the police. You should be ready to protect yourself. What Scooby Doo would say? Hmm? They got something else, a flaming ice cream they created too. Haven't tried it. Okay. Who was that had the fried ice cream? Was that Chi Chi's? I want to share some culture. I want to break bread with the people, learn the history. Salute. All right, Crimson. You too, family. Thanks for that. We should about to go watch the game. Okay, go Bears. FGB. 98 days to Bears football. Hey, yo, I can remember when you cut the countdown last year too. That's crazy. Last year, I think you started at maybe 47, 40 days, 7 days left. That's crazy. I had time flies. Last year when this shit popped off, you was like, yo, I'm on the boo 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 with the Chicago Bears team, boo 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 boo. I said, you too, fam. And Crimmins said, I'm not trying to do basic American ish. I want to share some culture. I want to break bread with the people and learn the history for sure, family. That's the only way you're going to understand the people. Break bread with them. Salute, Crimson, for coming through. Smash that like. Cafe Du Monde is part of the history of New Orleans. It's one of the oldest restaurants. Yeah, yep. Smash that like. But for real, I'm gonna keep it real. After Katrina, um New Orleans got super commercial, man. Everything is pay to play there, man. It'll never go back to the old school second line New Orleans, man. It'll never go back to the old school second line New Orleans. Make sure y'all taking a poll. Trump approved 30%, disapproved 70%. Nobody chose 50-50. Nobody chose Obama. Yo, that's what it is. Fight the power. Fight the powers that be. 310 man roof. I see you and your G's politicking on that video too. What's up with that? I was out there cooling. Where y'all was at? In Anacostia? You had the OGs up there and the young boys. Where y'all was at, man roof? Yeah, Katrina did mess up a lot of stuff in New Orleans. It made it super commercial. You said they just posted another clip 20 minutes ago. Yo, I'm telling you, hire me, dude. Talk. Hit me up on my Gmail starts. We doing too much. Hit me up there. Fly me out, and that's what it is. BMC the formula at gmail.com starts. Hit me up, family. You playing. Okay, you okay? He was out there with the Northeast Groovers. Ah, he was out there with the remember the Northeast Groovers on Man Roof. Bro, the Northeast Groovers is to do their thing. One of the Northeast Groovers. What neighborhoods is out there in Northeast? What neighborhood Barry Farms in? Is Barry Farms would that be considered Northeast? Fight the power, my G. And Eon says fighting the power. Shit, don't just scare them. Fight them. Put their lights out. We gotta put their lights out. Number one, did got the gun. I wasn't licensed to have one. And what's going on with you though? Good looking out for that super support too, Ian. Greatly appreciate it. You got that going. Get me along the way. I'm just under 200 now for this e-bike. Greatly appreciated, y'all. Make sure y'all get over there and show y'all super support for the e-bike foundation. Barry Farms in Southeast. Okay, soon as I asked you that, I thought of that. Like, well, that's where you from, man. At Roof. That's where you from, man. Roof. Ain't you from Southeast? Big chilling this evening with my G trying to get through the rainy evening. Okay, what do you usually do when it's raining down there? In just chill, smash that like, y'all share them out. I like that. Greatly appreciate it. Start Founding Farm. Oh, you from Northeast too? Okay, 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 okay. Hey, you ever ran across Sugar Ray Leonard? I know he the homeboy. You ever box? You probably. Oh yeah, you boxed. Did you ever box or train in the same gym with Sugar Ray? My first boxing match when I used to box rec league boxing, nothing serious as an adult. But my first boxing match was actually in the gym where Sweet Pea trained at out in Young's Park. Where Sweet Pea trained at, that was where I had my first match. And the man that helped get him into boxing, Mr. Taylor, was the coach over there then. Yeah, that was my first time ever boxing anybody in the rec league boxing. And now that same area right there is called Whitaker Lane. Yep, that's crazy. Yep. Sweet Pea, I was like in ninth grade. He was probably in should have been in 12th. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was doing this. You know, it was street life back then. Right before when he was going to the Olympics, because when he won his medal, it was a big parade here. And I went to the parade, and he came back to the school and gave everybody, you know what I mean, a little speech. Doo, 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 doo. But I used to see Sweet Pea all the time, man. Like he would never be driving. He'd always be like on the light rail, public transportation. Even if he had money, you'll never catch Sweet Pea whipping a whip or none of that. He didn't drive. But he was to be everywhere and he was respected. And he won't because he couldn't because he had a his wife on like shit buku businesses. He owned a couple of houses in the area. So I know it wasn't lack of having. You know what I mean? He was just a street person. And the one thing Sweet Pea did was let drugs get the best of him. And he treated this area like this whole shit was his home. It was nothing. You'll see Sweet Pea pop up anywhere. You be on the light rail, Sweet Pea be up there. You know what I mean? Or you will be driving past on this is a highway where he got killed at. It's actually a highway. It's right off the interstate. It's by our we got a lot of outlet malls over there. It's a bar that he likes to frequent. And he was going over there to a bar and got hit trying to cross that busy ass highway street. That's crazy. But yeah, Sweet Pea. Yeah, yeah. And it was a waste of talent too, because he would have been a hell of a coach. He would have been a hell of a coach. Because you know what I mean he was boxing. That's what he was. He was a boxer. He got a fruit. They just had a thing for Sweet Pea too recently. A little get together at the ocean front where they had you know what I mean giving his people's awards and giving him his flowers and stuff. But Sweet Pea was a true icon and he was a G. He wasn't on no phony shit because in between him even being a world class fighter, the best world class fighter, he used to be in like the bootlegger houses and hanging out, chilling. He even got into trouble one time. He done touched up these motherfuckers, tried to run up on him. He done touched up three young boys and blacked their eyes all up. And then he was so fucked up on them drugs, he went to court thinking that he can bring drugs in. He was about to go do some, you know how they tell you to turn yourself in and do some 30 days. He going in, he got an 8 ball. The 8 ball fall out. He think the sheriff man gonna let him go. He got in trouble for that. That shit was crazy. Like, addiction, man. What Rick James said, cocaine is a hell of a drug. Stocks Founding Farm says, just email you the link on Facebook of his threatening me. The comments are wild. Hey, he probably know the Sweet Pea story lunching out, and you was reading my mind. I'm telling you, you know we can't. I'm telling you, you always coming in here with some shit that I just thought of. Lunch. I'm telling you, even when we on the phone, you turbo, my G. That's exactly what I was thinking. AB need to hear that Sweet Pea story. That's crazy. But it is what it is. Smash that like y'all. Shout him out. That's what it is. Thank you, Ian. But yeah, that's that Sweet Pea story. Terrible, but shit, he was still. You know what I mean? It happens, man. He was escaping, trying to escape that pain. Somebody about to tell AB that and Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis, he had like the little retarded kid that was in school, like for real. But don't tell him shit. Need people to eat you up and spit you out. Smash that like. Shout out Sweet Pea Whitaker. Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. Tear your ass up. Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. But yeah, I used to see Sweet Pea like random places, like, what up, what up, what up? And he always had a smile. I ain't never heard of him disrespecting. I ain't never heard of him taking no disrespect. He always was just a real old head. My dude Vic mixed up his fat and coke one night. That god damn, Ian. He was on that Fenty and the coke. He was chasing the dragon. He was Jesus. Damn, my G. But yeah, say no to drugs and take a stand. For real, family. Y'all say no to drugs, man. Find another alternative. If you got to chase the pain away, find another alternative. Get into working out, boxing, or pinochle or something. But drugs, heavens, no. Smoke some weed. Heavy drugs, heaven's the mega track. Don't do it, man. That's all I say. They go for young and old. Ain't nothing like an old ass dope fiend. You ain't gonna never get the truth out of him. You know what I mean? Wow. That's one thing about me. I ain't never really tried no hard drugs. I tried crazy drugs like acid. Acid's pretty good, pretty good. Um, I tried that activist shit that all the kids was drinking, the double cup shit. Nephew said, don't pour that pour and drink it because you ain't can't handle it. You never tried it before. That shit also had me sleep in the shower. I thought I was going out that day. Like, God damn, this ain't how I'm supposed to go out. That shit was crazy. I would like that feeling. Yeah, he was trying to stay up. It was on the snow train with Drake and Two Fruits. Which one? Damn. So he took a heavy amount of fentanyl. Damn. Y'all see how that fentanyl done got quiet? For about 5 years, that shit was knocking niggas down dead. It's still knocking niggas down dead, but now it's the new norm. I don't see how people was playing with their life like that. That's Russian roulette. You don't know whether this pill is a dangerous dose that's gonna kill you. That is crazy. Who's doing it, man? Hell no. Fucking fentanyl. Remember they kept saying they was putting it in everything. Now people doing straight fentanyl. What's the fucking logic in that? Smash that like. Man, I watched a guy I worked with who used acid years ago. He was dragging tree limbs to the chipper, and his hand touched the chipper, and he started like, "Woo!" Yeah, that acid ain't that acid. It depends on acid. It depends on what you doing when you take it. If you take it and you fussing with somebody, your trip gonna be evil. All you gonna see is demons. Or if you watch a scary movie or something like that, you're gonna got there gonna have a bad trip. He asked him why he was laughing. He said the chipper just melted. Yeah, his hand probably was peeled. People say microdosing them fake perks. 30s building up the fentanyl. Microdosing, that ain't nothing that's got there going to save you, nephew. Black Money Court last night when I was on YouTube Live and the feds drove down on me. Oh yeah, I did not see that. Who was it? It was the ones that's there with the National Guard. When they came down on you and said, man, Roof, That's crazy, G. Was it you? Y'all probably had y'all kufis on or something. They probably were trying to see what y'all. I mean, Islamic. Yeah, for sure they do, man, Roof. For sure they do. They ran down and said, "What? What happened? Was something going on?" Because I had seen the replay of when you was out there, and it was your homeboys. It was a young dude and the dude with the beard. Well, all y'all had beards, but the dude with the gray beard. Yeah, you know the feds is watching. They don't know how to act, fam. Tupac told you that. I don't like to quote Tupac, Malcolm X, and none of them cats, because they just competition. Know what I mean? But shit, the feds is watching. They don't know how to act. But you know what I mean? But I like to say, this is from BMC, y'all. If I can see you, they can see you. And you know they watch. Smash that like, and that's real. If I can see you, they can see you. You know they watching. And that's from BMC. Smash that like. You said, am I outside of base? Yeah, I'm outside of a base. I'm outside of the largest military base in the world. They ask you what you doing with the camera. Oh shit. Is it a lot of flock type of cameras over there where y'all at in DC, fam? They might have seen you on that flock camera. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh Man Roof. Man Roof DB say, was he outside? He's in Washington DC, DB. Man Roof is in Washington DC. The capital. Come with me. Hail Mary, quick see, what do we have here now? Do you wanna ride or die? Da, 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 da. Yeah, Tupac alright, but he too studio family. When you live a life of the same shit he rapping about, it's kind of hard. Like I say, he competition. Tyrese, what's up? Speaking of Tupac, the number one Tupac fan right there, Ty Rob. Okay, okay, they were just on your YouTube and watching you, and they wanted to come and shake you up. That's all good. That's all good. I listened to Tupac. Shit, I used to listen to Tupac for like 5 years because he was dropping jewels. But then I thought about it. Everything he said, I already knew. Learned experience. Know what I mean? Learned experiences. Experience is the best teacher. Like I said, when Tupac was actually saying all that stuff, the plight of the young black man, that was me. I was a thug at that time. When he was saying all that stuff, what he was going through, I went through it. Everything Wu Tang was talking about, I was going through it. You know what I mean? Even to it was cliche. Handcuffed and back of a bus, foldable bus. Life as a shorty shouldn't be so rough. You know what I mean? I was literally going through that when that verse was prevalent on the radio. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Dear Mamas, of course. I mean, yeah, that Dear Mama like that. Oh, I was about to say, what do you expect to happen? They got to think of the safety of the base. I seen people standing outside a base trying to film inside and wonder why they say something. This man, DB, listen, listen, listen. The man was standing in Washington, D.C. in the neighborhood that he is, you know what I mean, a member of that community. He went out nowhere just taking pictures of no daggone base. You know what I'm saying? He was in Northeast D.C. You know they got the National Guard out there. Yo, man Roof, what y'all know about Yahweh ben Yahweh? I just seen a video, an old school movie. Yahweh used to be a FOI in the Nation of Islam. Then I seen a video of him and Louis Farrakhan together. Y'all know Yahweh ben Yahweh, the dude that had them people called the Angel of Death. They were knocking motherfuckers off in Miami and Opalaka and Liberty City. He was a coke group dude. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They just got him under surveillance because you know what I mean. Chilling eyes. What's up with you, fam? Chilling. Just chilling. Right. Like, right, y'all. Like, sort of like stroll up. Everybody that came in here is a moderator. Nobody else. Unbelievable. Smash that like. Shout out all my mods for that super support, family. When is the primaries and all that stuff up? Man, y'all hear that baby out there telling the house how it is. That's how you know it, man. Right. In the hospital with my wife. Hope she gets out tomorrow. Oh yeah, what she was going through, as if you care to be put us privy to it. But sending number blessings, may she get well, man. That's right. Stand by your woman, man. That's right, Tara Rob. Tara Rob says, hope she feels better, eyes. That's what it is. YouTube got you in a headlock. You see that lunch? Can you peeping it? You peeping it? I think it's because of these primaries that's going on, and it's got to be. I think it's because of these primaries. Smash that like, because what I do but make it funky. I'm gonna make it real funky for you. I'm gonna what did I do? Yeah, shit. But hey, ain't nothing to it but to do it, man. All I know is to keep going, man. That's Gator. What's up with you, Seven Gator? You ain't been drinking no martinis tonight, have you? Who is it? Who is it? What's because maybe we can do a correlation. Who is it? Right, man, because you notice in a few minutes this should be blinking out. And oh yeah, off the have y'all seen that commercial when they say any tequila with some kind of it's something to make some margaritas. Any tequila with something to start with a C. And they said margaritas. Lung cancer and a lot of things related to it. She doing better. Thanks for the well wishes. Okay. Was it lung cancer from her job or was it from long term smoking? Because you don't come across that a lot in these kids these days because a lot of them don't smoke. But remember back in the day, everybody had that aunt that was going through it, and there was a lot of times why they did put so many restrictions on cigarettes. How the dinosaurs doing, Gator? Okay, he's a grower. Okay, then that might be one of the reasons too. Then okay, lunch. Now let me find out you're an alcoholic. You know all the liquors, tequila and corn trial. Yeah, in the orange bottle. Salute, nephew. That's exactly what it is. Okay, the fiberglass, probably exactly, probably a bunch of fiberglass was working in that type of environment. You say Obama was better. Name three reasons why Obama was better. Smash that like. You need to get up with the handsome liberal stream, bro. Jump on there. Lots of people there watch this stuff from all sides. Yo, DV, you new to the fold. This jank do way more numbers than the handsome liberal. I don't know what they're doing right now, but you'll see. I don't go on nobody else shit. I'm solo. Because I'm not trying to debate. I got my own opinion. I mean, fools rush in. I mean, you got to come to the king's court. You never heard king going to nobody else's court. That's why Donald Trump was simping when he went to China. I would never go on nobody else's joint. I mean, you know what I'm saying, Rob? They competition. Those sir. Yeah, that's why they would. Yeah, I mean, the drink helped me think that fiberglass for the menthol or something, right? Ended conflicts of starting them. Okay, this Obama. Let's probably compare on today, and three would be called for peace during any violence. Okay, salute. Nah, I ain't say I was trying to collaborate with nobody. I'm a one man band. You look in this track screen. There's so many of these dope intellectuals that I could collaborate with if I wanted to collaborate with somebody. Yeah, when you go do those streams like that, one or two things come out of it. One, you get absorbed in the people that you know what I mean, and you become a part of their stream. Two, y'all get in the beef, and then you become content. Y'all, you know what I mean. I don't do the because all this stuff is hypotheses. You know what I mean? Educated guesses. Yeah, I kind of stay to myself, man. I'm at like 31 going to 32 super supporters. It is what it is. When you sometimes when you chase the wind, you know what I mean, you get swept up. So I like that fools rush in. That's what I learned from my experience. Yeah, I just trying to see who it was. Let's see it in comparison. What you say, dude is a grower. It probably be I'm smoking weed on this shit. 100. Yeah, they got me in the headlock. I think it's because of the primaries. Ain't some kind of voting going on right now? Because I'm seeing motherfuckers with just mindless YouTube channels just getting money. That's like shit is what the fuck? This mindless, yeah, that's what it is right there. But mindless motherfucking shit just booming. Maybe I'm gonna try. I'm gonna lay off of it on one joint and see what happens. Yeah, I don't turn up, fam. I just, you know what I mean. That I don't turn up. You got, hey, yo, DB, do me a favor. Go back and check out all my old previous live streams. You'll peep how I converse. It'd be a lot of intellectuals. And I mean, sometimes the conversation ain't even politics, but with me, I'm not here or there with it. You know what I mean? If it's something I agree with a person that like Donald Trump or somebody, I will admit that I agree with he's doing this, but I'm gonna call him out for doing that. You know what I mean? That's just how I move. I'm gonna be setting up a call-in joint too, probably in the next let's say 35 days. It'll be a call-in. Liver, rice, good as a motherfucker. I'm not even a liver and rice person. And liver and rice, good as gravy. Mwah, like the Chinese folks at the gravy and shit. Liver, rice, gravy. Yeah, I très magnificent. I'm telling you, that's what you say. What my queen cooked, some good ass liver and rice. I'm not even a liver and rice person. I ate some of my mom used to cook when I was a kid, but tonight it was a good plate. I wasn't like, damn, this shit is you know what I'm saying. Actually, liver tastes better now than when I was younger. I want like liver like they do on TV, but I want, yo, fix me a plate of that liver, mom. I mean, nah. But being an adult and your palate changes. You know what I mean, because a lot of things that I ate when I was a kid, I don't eat no more. I don't like sweet candy or none of that shit. But a lot of stuff that I didn't frequent, now I do. But yeah, liver. I was tripping thinking about Miss Cleo. Call me now. for your free reading. Miss Cleo was terrible. She'd be like, and the two boyfriends, the one that liked to fight and then the one that worked. Because the girl asked her which one was the baby daddy. She said, the one, oh my God, the one that liked to fight. Ah, Miss Cleo. Miss Cleo had that's gonna be just like that. But my shit gonna be talk to me, man, like Jay-Z. But Miss Cleo used to be calm me down. Yeah, old school taste palette. Yeah. That living rice though was good though, because it's always to try something different and then to enjoy it. I hate to try something and I don't like it. I'd be like, God damn it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't like what Marlo say, you want shit to be one way. What the nigga tell you? You want shit to be one way. Yar, our booty need the vitamins nowadays. Your feeling change. Yep, my body need to get, you know what I mean? I gotta get that curl bar. Sure, what's up with you? Sherry, who was the best, Trump or Obama? Smash that like everybody coming through. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, I'm gonna institute the call in, John. I'm just trying to get it right. I'm trying to get my numbers back up. Y'all see everybody in here besides Sherry. You know what I mean? Money Mike with the green beamer, sipping Zima with this girl named Katrina. What's up, Money Mike? What it do? You in QB? Okay, okay. What like it was that QBB. Yeah, I remember Zima. It was that clear. That Zima was some old uh white beer. It was clear. It's sort of like Sprite. It was the Sprite of beers. It was pretty good. It wasn't no but a fruit spritzer. That shit was what they're called now, spritzer. Them shits used to get you fucked up. It was malt liquor beer though. That malt liquor spritzer, that should get you fucked up. Some Zima, some what's them shits? Cisco. That's Cisco. Ooh. And my young MA boys. You don't want to fuck with that Cisco. Double tap that stream. Did you double tap the stream, Sherry? Money Mike. What you got going on? Do I think Obama actually took out Bin Laden? No. He just so happened to be the president on watch when it happened. Bin Laden probably ain't even dead. Y'all know that Bin Laden was down with George Bush and them. Of course, they needed somebody, a protagonist, or antagonist, and a protagonist for a plot and a crime and scheme. Because what y'all didn't fail to realize, they fucked y'all head up. They did the shit. They was out the Saddam Hussein, Bin Laden, and the people that did 9/11. None of them had nothing to do with each other. Bin Laden ain't had nothing to do with them 9/11 motherfuckers. Saddam Hussein ain't had nothing to do with them. You feel me? And then they shot Bin Laden and threw him off in the ocean, and then it's quiet. Nobody, crickets. Nobody. Man, Bin Laden still somewhere in his home country chilling. You know, his daddy was damn near was a billionaire in Saudi Arabia. His daddy owned the biggest construction company in the Middle East world. His daddy is the people that go fix the mosque in Mecca where they pray and everything. His daddy is the people that built that shit, his construction company, and the people that go service that shit. You think that motherfucker dead? That motherfucker in Mecca somewhere, walking around with all that white on with the rest of them. And that, I'm telling you, it's just a perception. They want y'all to we done with that. Okay, also, did you know that Obama went in Jamaica and shot up all these people and killed all these people in Kingston, back a wall? He went over there to get Duty Coke, the leader of the gang called the Shower Posse in the 80s. I know a couple of Shower Posses that was over this side. Bin Laden got a haircut and changed his name. That's Bin Laden cousin. That's Obama cousin. That's what I was saying. There's a picture of him and Bush Jr. Yeah, what Gator say? I have had older folks by us 40s and they got cobras and said, have fun, kid. Right. Them 40s. Hey, How far you from Milwaukee, Seven Gator? Because I just watched a documentary on Milwaukee yesterday, and it's something about the 40 ounce. That's the home. The 40 ounce is the home. Milwaukee is the home of the 40 ounce, y'all. Right. Y'all run around drinking 40s with the skull caps on and the hoodies. Okay, look, Milwaukee's best. That's the brewery, but Pabst Blue Ribbon, Milwaukee's best are the same company, and the Miller beer and Miller. Pabst married Miller's daughter, and the best brewing company. That's why he got the beat in the Pabst. Okay, Schlitz Malt Liquor Bull, and all that shit. They're the ones who made the 40 ounce. The Schlitz Malt Liquor Bull Company, the Schlitz Malt Liquor Company, Schlitz Brewing. He was out of Milwaukee too. He died. He started the company. He married his boss wife. I mean, he married his dead boss. His boss died, and he married her widow and took over the beer company. And then he died trying to go get this special hops and beat out Pabst Blue Ribbon. But Pabst Blue Ribbon, that's how it came out. Pabst invented that Pabst Blue Ribbon shit, and then they was the first beer to be able to send it somewhere cold. They pasteurizing that shit. And that's crazy. Pabst Blue Ribbon, that bullshit. PBR, man. That shit I always be joking about. That was one of the first goddamn, you know what I'm saying? It was innovative before it was Gobble, because it's Gobbolini now. But yeah, Pabst Blue Ribbon. And the dude Pabst that started the Pabst Blue Ribbon, it was his father-in-law company, the best brewing, you know what I mean, company at first, and then he got his own joint, Pabst. It's a decent story, man. If you can find it on the internet, it's maybe I might do the critique that shit one night, but that shit dope. I was like, damn, but look, they'll pass with ribbon every goddamn where, but um the Schlitz Brewing Company in 1959, when the United States Department of Commerce was trying to figure out how can they get the black dollar out of the black community and what would they do with it and how did they get it. They made that How to Sell to a Negro documentary. I watched that a few times up here too. I think I'll revisit that. But How to Sell to a Negro, out of that documentary from the data analytics, Slits came up with the 40 ounce. It was the answer to the bottle of wine. You 40 ounce so they can hand it around to each other and get fucked up. More, you know what I mean, more than one person. That actually pretty interesting. What was the documentary? It was the Milwaukee beer companies, the Milwaukee Beer Wars, because they was going to war, and the Schlitz and Pabst was in the same genre. They were competition. PBR and Schlitz Small Liquor Bull. That's crazy. Hell no, Mad Dog 2020 sucked. I don't drink shit like that. Parrot Bay. Mad Dog 2020. Y'all remember California Coolers? What's your opinion on the main primary race of Democratic Graham Plattner? I think Graham Plattner got too much goddamn shit with him. He in trouble now right now. What the fuck did he just do? He got too much shit with him. Nah, he bad for business. He got too much drama already and he ain't even in office. I said nah. I say his opponent sure win. That Boone's Farm, yeah. That Boone's Farm. That's what they used to drink. Boone's Farm, um, the California Coolers. Hi, my name is Lunching Out, and I'm addicted to alcohol. Grandpa Omar G. Dude is having scandals from his past every day. I like him at first, bro. Yeah, he got too much going on. The craziest thing about Obama's president term was that crazy Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton, OG with it. She an old mustache. She knows you got to sprinkle some corn. You can't have a whole loaf of bread and not give nobody a slice. See, Donald Trump, oh, um, Obama, Biden. They these new wave politicians, and Biden no better. He's somebody. He a stingy granddaddy. But the old mustache Pete's, they know. Let the motherfuckers get some food stamps, Medicare, and all that stuff. Let them eat, and they're not gonna worry when we go over here and do this Desert Storm shit and run the budget up because we letting them eat too. That's, you know what I mean? I don't know what the concept of letting Americans eat got fucked up at, but I'm gonna tell you, Obama, Biden, Trump, you know what I'm saying? All of them is they all of them are like that. They just like, what the fuck? Y'all don't got it's like the nigga that you hang with, he gets some money, and at first it seemed like he gonna break bread with you. He good, he y'all go out, he got this and got that, and then after time go on, he start footing the bill and start looking at you as a liability or and hold on, dude, you didn't start as he's finished. He didn't finish as he started. Like I got big love for him, but the game first, the game first album is 50 Cent, man. The game first album, all his songs that y'all know him from, they were 50 Cent songs. 50 Cent gave them to him. But yeah, the main shit, that dude a netball. Clinton has been in her seat since her 30s, only ever got more clearance. Also, she has never made political decisions, so I'm unsure why people call her so crazy. She's an idiot. Nah, she's a gangster. She's an old mustache. But the cheater, they all cheat. And half of them in lavender relationships. At least Bill out there hitting some pussy. Half of these motherfucking politicians are in either straight up LGBTQ plus relationships or lavender relationships where they marry a lady, seemingly giving them a little bit of masculinity to hide behind the facade of James is really dating Todd. You feel me, family? I mean, it is what it is. Dude, game is so weak. 50 Cent wrote for him, right? Game, man, yeah, Game is an artist. 50 Cent is a whole goddamn, I mean, yeah, that's crazy. I think it's all publicity. I think Drake and Sauce Walker tied rags, and all publicity is good publicity, and it's bringing a bunch of publicity to Sauce Walker. But he knew it couldn't come by way of Drake pulling him up. Yeah, that's my man. Nah, it has to be drama. They don't give a fuck about that girl. All that shit is a stage. You know, Sauce Walker from Texas and Drake love them Texas niggas. Know what I'm saying? Hell no, it ain't. That shit ain't real. Drake got too much money, and he's never been involved in nothing else like that. And it's also giving Drake a little edge, like he be tricking with the bitches and shit. Watch it be a whole album about that shit, nephew. I seen it. I think it's a setup. It seemed kind of fake out of the blue like that. All of a sudden, she on No Jumper, the biggest fucking no promo. You know what I mean? The biggest. You know what I mean? Bullshit ass. Y'all know about Adam 22 from No Jumper, right? His daddy was in that. What's that shit that Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton was in? Whitewater, the Whitewater scandal. That was Adam 22 daddy. Yeah, Game sucked, man. In my opinion, man. I don't know, fam. You know they always. I mean, it seemed like some propaganda shit, man. Maybe though, nephew, but it's putting Sauce Walker on the level with big dogs. Cause Jay Z and Drake supposed to be going at it in the big industry now. From that's what the scuttlebutt is. Jay Z done seeing how Kendrick, he's the one supposed to have sick Kendrick on Drake, and now Drake waited, ain't answered that nigga no more, and came back and put out some dumb whammies. Now they say Jay Z think he can take him out. See, that's what happens with these old masters. They don't know how to stay old masters. They want to get back in and party with the students. And sometimes these students only give you the benefit of the doubt because you know in the laws of power, rule number one, never outshine the master. They giving him his props. See what I'm saying? But the master always it's like the nigga from Martin when Martin be playing that judo nigga and other little young nigga be coming, give me my money, man. Damn, it ain't outshine the master now. You playing me for a fool. Somebody had to chop your ass up. And that's what's gonna happen. Sauce Walker, it just seemed like because it's sort of like Iran in the United States right now. Iran looking like a big dog because the United States hasn't managed to wrap them the fuck up yet. Like, why are they still negotiate with them and they ain't a big dog? You know what I'm saying? You know what Scarface said? Bosses only talk to bosses, family. You know what I'm saying? Felicia told me that she liked me, but she likes Jamarcus too. What is that, Chuck? Uh, there go the work phone. I'll catch y'all. Oh shit, you on call right now, in? That's what it is, family. Be safe out there, man. Salute for all your super support too, in. What the hell is that, Chuck? The double standards with Trump. Trump had documents he could legally have. A Hillary destroyed emails, phone. All of them did whatever they did, fam. That's the thing I'm saying, guys. We as Americans, we never say the good things that other Americans did. It's always in rebuttal of what they didn't do or what they did that was wrong. We quick to point out the wrong, and I mean, just like we quick to point out all the differences instead of looking at the similarities. What did Hillary Clinton do good? As Trump is America's final boss. Maybe he might be, and said that don't need no rebuttals. Okay, Gator. And in the mortal words of Orange Juice Jones, have a good evening. And on the way out, don't touch that coat. Smash that like. Y'all remember that? Or I saw you and him walking in the rain. That's the last thing Orange Juice Jones told Shorty. Don't touch that coat. Mhm. This is for the loving. Seven Gator, when you come back in here, I'm gonna have that documentary for you, man. I was watching that documentary yesterday morning. He said he one war crime away. I'm telling y'all, everybody that's with Trump when he down in office, they about to get out of there. You said they did try to give all of us affordable health insurance. They should be giving all of us free health insurance. All right, Seven Gator. Trump was war crimes away from funding the jail cell. He'll be in, yeah, they say he's gonna be at the Knicks game. He terrible. Not you know, Trump's my hero. Smash that like, man. Hey Chuck, I'm gonna tell you something funny. You and Ty Rock, when I first started doing like the political shit, y'all cannot believe it. Like I gather, like yeah. Oh shit. I kept with that shit though. You say Clinton's health care was better than Obamacare. How can you tell the difference? All of it the same. I don't see nowhere nobody Trump, Clinton, Obama buying all of them health care is the same shit. The same shit. That $5 a gallon is crazy. Chuck drive long distance tractor trailers. So heavens no. I know he ain't trying to pay no $5 of gas. Heavens to Megatroid. Heavens to Megatroid. That little Epstein shit, that shit done all but motherfucking went out of style, didn't it? They don't talk about that stuff no more. It keeps you level headed, grateful, and thankful. Yeah, I'm telling you. Add $5 on everything. Anything that you're paying $20 for is now $25. And that's real. Anything that you're paying $20 for is $25. But it's because people ain't saying nothing about it. Once you start paying for something, ain't no price going down because it's normal to them. Once something becomes normal to you to pay whatever the price is, it's never going to go down. 13 days. Benghazi. What's Benghazi? That's Northern Africa, right? That's what's that? Muammar Gaddafi. Benghazi. I haven't seen the movie though, but what's been and that's with Muammar Gaddafi. He said it was going to be rough at the bed, but this too shall pass. Blacks and Mexicans for Trump. Under the EI mommy. Uh-oh. Chuck, you crazy as hell. Steve, what's going on in Ohio, family? Steve, did you see the people that got shot in Toledo? People got shot up in Toledo, Ohio. Lunch, nah. BMF. Yeah, BMF. You say you can't see that far. Steven. Have you been drinking that goddamn black velvet tonight, Steve? What you been drinking tonight? Some Crown. Okay. You ain't got a lawnmower. Why you ain't do it yourself, Steve? Why you ain't mow your own lawn? Why didn't you mow your own lawn, Steve? I'm gonna tell you, your ex-wife to come over there and do donuts in your yard. Your ex-wife got a car, Steve. I know she got a piece bond on you, but I'm gonna tell her to go do some donuts in your yard. One thing about us blacks is we done been through way worse than $5 gas and said that we'll make it to the other side with our hands held high. This too shall pass. Blacks and Mexicans for Trump. Besides the blacks and Mexicans for Trump, Chuck, you was right on point. We need a brother like you in the organization. What are you doing wasting your time with MAGA? Come on over to the BMC, man. I need a smart brother like you, man. Give up on them damn Latinos and blacks for Trump, man, and join the BMC. Okay, couple of honor palmers. Yeah, my queen loved the honor palmers. What do you like, more lemonade or more tea? Steve, how you like your honor palmer? 60-40 ratio. 60 tea, 60 lemonade, or 40 tea, 40 lemonade? You know what I mean? Which one you like the higher ratio? No, she sold that for crack about 10 years ago. Oh man, you hell on your ex-wife. How she get around now? Scooter? Bicycle? I tell her come do some donuts in your yard. What has he done? Shit, we shouldn't be on none of their side because ain't none of them done nothing for black and Latinos, but use us as a motherfucking shield. When Obama left office, I always said he had gas at 198 per gallon, but it was a different dollar. What we got to realize, okay, you got to have a little extra lemonade. Okay, okay, that's what it is. Me too. I like more lemonade as opposed of tea in my. I mean, smash that like y'all. It's five of y'all in here, man. Greatly appreciate it. Want no tequila in them Arnold Palmers or vodka or nothing like that, Steve? Because you said that kind of, I kind of had me a fruit. Arnold Palmers, you probably had some vodka. He changed our mentality. Okay. And Chuck, how did he change our mentality? If you want change, you have to get up and get off your butt and go get it. No one owes us anything. We must stand up and fight. Blacks and Mexicans. Hey Chuck, man. Radio on the mix, bro. That's it. Hey yo, Chuck, man. That Terminator X. Not today. I got a lot of work tomorrow, but on occasion I like to put about 2 shots of 150. God damn, that 151. That 151 rum is crazy. You might as well drink a half a gallon of goddamn. You know what I'm saying? That 151 ain't no joke. You a fool with it, Chuck. Hey yo, let you know. Nah, Chuck, Goldfinger, man. Chuck, you still got all the gold rings. Goldfinger. Give me back my legions, man. It's crazy. Kunta Kinte tried to stand up and fight and then cut off his motherfucking toe off. But you know what I watched? I watched an old clip of him getting beat the other day when he got beat. The nigga that was beating him, who was that? It was the nigga that was beating him. I've been eating sardines lately and I'm not complaining. That's one problem about myself. I have no other choice but to pull myself up by my own bootstraps, right? And if the sardines, you're part of this grinding, saving money, and not splurging. Yo, when you sign on, if you're really out here getting money, whatever you sign on to do in life, whatever your niche is, and whatever particular, uh, it's a dog's life, family. And you know a dog's life. Sometimes you're gonna have to sleep out in the rain or no dog house, no bowl. They might not even toss you some scraps. They might give you a bone to play with. But guess what? It's a dog's life, family. Smash that like. Trump have us in a pointless war that have nothing to do. Right. Well, we in America and we ain't got we called Americans. We don't have anything to do with America either. America's Vespucci. We named after some guy. We have nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like something with America and names and titles and shit is always muddled. Just a feasible meal to fill the belly, but I'm not complaining. Rather eat that than nothing at all. Right, and that's for sure, family. I've been through it. As a young nigga, I've been through some trying times, man. That's what I mean. Learned behavior. That's why I move like I move. I got learned behavior. You know what I mean, you know I do not fucking like Malcolm X quotes. Although I mean he's a good conversation. I just feel like Malcolm X um, left black nationalism to become a Muslim. He left black nationalism to become a Sunni Muslim. He would have never came back to helping black people. He would have been praising the aesthetics of being a Muslim and praying with other people of all colors and stuff like that, and getting our mind off of um what was the problem at hand with being segregated and Jim Crow laws and shit. And then they also they got rid of Malcolm X, not black people. They got rid of him because they said, "Damn, he turned into a Muslim, and now he's like flipping the motherfuckers to be Muslims." They was going whatever Malcolm X was doing. People was, I mean, gravitating towards it. Chucky, yeah, you was born in fetal alcohol syndrome disorder. Why? Hey, let you know. Don't listen to him, man. That ain't his ideology for real. Smash that like y'all. A kid. That man got. I know one thing. I'm tired of my black community that anything that we doing is always beef now. Everything is built off of beef. People whole careers are built off of beefing with each other now. Ain't no unity. Everything pushing the narrative that we enemies. Iran been interfering with our elections by supporting people like ALC and the whole squad with dark money. Can you prove that, eyes? Can you drop a link or two where we can see that at? Can you prove that? And also, they say that Donald Trump is supported by Israel. So why, like Finesse two times say, it's cool when you do it, but when I do it, you got a problem. What would be the problem with that? If they are, I doubt Iran is supporting AOC and nobody knows about it. I doubt it. But what would be the problem if y'all blatantly say, well, Trump is being promoted and paid by Netanyahu? So it makes no sense. As what I just told you, I said you can never say nothing positive about the person that or the group that you think is the best group, but you always can say something negative about their opposition. It makes no sense. That's why we would never, as Americans, get this shit together. You can tell somebody's political standpoint by who they consider their enemies. To get off, to get up. Smash that like, y'all. people that's in politics are more ruthless than people that just, you know what I mean, than the people that do the you know what I mean, like the media content on what's going on in the media. Okay, because I want to see that. I know, but no, they ain't got to count their days. You must ain't heard. The United States is merging the militaries with them. You ain't heard about that? The United States is merging militaries with United States is merging militaries with Israel, and that's crazy. How that's gonna work? That's gonna be crazy. Y'all ain't heard about that? United States military is merging with Israel. That's crazy work. Smash that like y'all. Shut me out. And they're trying to make it a amended rule that can't be changed. So do you realize what that means? The Israeli army will be privy to all our secrets, including everything that the army got on you. They will be privy to it. That does make no sense that that is going down. That's the ultimate. Wow. They did what? Has anybody heard about that? I don't hear too many people talking about it, but it did just go down. You know what I'm saying? They are merging the militaries. What next? Smash that like y'all shut me out. Israel about to count their days. Yeah, I'm telling you. The United States Israel Defense Technology Corporation Initiative. Right, they trying to merge. Hmm. You are right about all the politicians. I think Trump is different because he doesn't need the job as president. I think he's doing because our country. Why doesn't he need the job? That's what he's been appointed to do. It's not a job. Trump has been appointed to be the president. He on a mission. He trying to keep secrets, and he also trying to fulfill agendas. Of course, he need the job. He don't need the payment because they're allowing him to pilfer the American coffers. They're allowing him free play. See, they don't care about money. The powers that be don't care about money. They make money. They create, and that means they create money. They tell you how much money's worth. The powers that be don't need money. They tell you how much money is worth and who gonna have it. And just as soon as they get tired of you, they take it. Smash that like y'all. Shut me out. But yeah, the powers that be, they don't give a F about you. Collateral damage, man. Even Donald Trump, to a certain extent, to the powers that be, he's collateral damage. If they need to have to dump Trump, he's out of there. The moment he becomes expendable, when he finishes his mission, it's like motherfuckers that get you to they help them burn some gold, and once you burn the gold, they pop you in the head too. You take it, they secret to the grave. Y'all seeing it, motherfucker? Or go rob something with somebody, and in the end, they'll pop them in the head. In the end, they'll pop them in the damn head. Smash that like y'all. Luncheon, you best check yourself before you wreck yourself. Junker better. How you going to what? No, I don't. I don't watch UFC. What Hunter Razor been saying? He retarded. Y'all notice these people they making them on rap songs, and when they make rap songs, it's not resonating, but their life story, and I'm going telling a bunch of stories on these podcasts. But what they haven't realized is why don't they just start their own podcast and start talking in the camera? They don't need no person, nobody to guide them into no shit. That's crazy. Because you know what, them businesses want his businesses. He would just put his name on his brand. He was franchising shit. He did. He is slow, Chuck. He is slow as molasses. Name three things you were saying you couldn't believe. Because after this, I'm gonna go watch this shit. But yeah, he's slow. He from Alabama. but he from the projects of Alabama. You know, Alabama, everybody ain't retarded, but he from the bottom. He the old Gucci man. Remember, Gucci man used to act crazy like that. He the old Gucci. Trump said he never promised no new wars. That's crazy. Smash that like Donald Trump off the fucking roof. Bootsy, I don't like Bootsy, man. Bootsy always be trying to act like he so holier than thou about his daddy, about his blood homeboy in prison, and just really everything he says he can run his mouth for. I know he probably on some kind of pills. I think on Brazy probably on some pills or something. Boosie was crying for that bread. I don't know why they just don't start their own jokes. They be waiting on these people, man. Honeycomb need to stop trying to prove his gangster and go make a hit. He barely let Vlad talk in that interview. He was on them pills, man. But I don't get how they all going around telling the same stories. And it's like, huh? He said he talked this goddamn ass off. That's crazy. Told y'all he might be on them pills. Well, the way I see it, Trump is going after countries that had already. Which country attacked? When did Venezuela attack America? When did Iran attack America, dude? When did Venezuela attack America? Never. You said Vlad don't like when he can't control the momentum of the conversation, but he know he struck gold during the interview. His antenna probably shot up, right? Because that nigga started telling everything. Oh, okay, so that explains it all. So Vlad is starting to handicap. A nigga mentally disturbed. Vlad is starting that nigga. Into an indictment. Yep. What he said that you probably think he would get indicted for? Cause he ain't doing shit no more, is he? But it's sad to say he might be one of those ones that just go back to prison. Yeah. You think he going over? What happened to Juvenile and Manny Fresh in them jumps? I don't even watch all them old jumps. Anybody got in the music, send it to Turk. Y'all know Turk doing the music jump. I think Scheme Team be watching my shit. Chuck, he said a few things I be saying too. Scheme Team be watching my shit too. Once he got shot, he couldn't do nothing, get money or make music until he got his get back. What an idiot to say on a public platform if it's true. Right, to say some get back. Unless it's already documented. But guess what, Lunch? That nigga talked so much that anything he said subject to already be under, if not investigation, books closed, he might be ratting. If you talk that much on Vlad, imagine if you talk that much, they tell you they're gonna give you they're gonna 50 years. Imagine what he said. So I mean, in their culture, he in that hip hop culture. So look forward to maybe some paperwork coming out on him snitching or some crazy shit. He might be on the street to get fucking uh Jay Prince and them. The white folks might have sent him to get him. Smash that like. I googled this. You can too. Proof that Iran was backing. So no, but what's no? If you googled it, what did you go read it at? All the Brazies do though. You know the other dude, B Brazy, he just got the young boys in some shit that he with too. Yeah, most of what he say, believe me, he ain't saying no new shit. It sounds stupid that he's saying the stuff that he's saying though. He ain't saying no new shit. That light his ass up. You think no folks give a fuck about him? Yeah, light his ass up, y'all. Y'all know it. But y'all say he on medicine, so half the shit that he say, they probably don't even take it serious. Half the shit Brazy say, they probably don't even take that shit serious, y'all. They'll probably be like, you know, we crazy. What Jeezy say? Smash that light, man. He crazy. Don't say nothing to him. He acting like Gucci Man, I'm telling you. He acting like the old Gucci. You know, Gucci Man used to act like that. Gucci Man, he played that murder shit to the hip. And he was a cold killer too. And kind of found out the other little boy did. You know me crazy. Don't let them tune. What's that shit? I see T.I. little kids on tour. You know what I'm saying? Most AOC and a squad of 53 Democrats voted against declaring Iran as a state because it's not state-sponsored terrorism, dude. You gotta stop letting your emotions get the best of you, man. Some people ain't terrorists, how they terrorists, dude. What makes Iran a terrorist group? Iran is a country, man. Let me tell you something. No country is doing nothing that the United States ain't never did. Iran made it clear they didn't have any problems with America. It's the unpredictable leaders and alliances they form. No, they know what they about. America is doing all this shit to control them. They need that sector back. No, Tim, that ain't the House bill. The House bill don't say that they pay AOC no money. I want to see where you said she was getting paid by them. That's a House bill, dude. I'm talking about when you said they was getting paid. They paid her. That's what I want to see. But I think the slow motion because I'm using the green screen. I said a lot of people is balling out with some bullshit. Like, smash that like y'all. Shut me out. You know that the Houthis is more like all both of them are Sunni Muslims, man. They're not backing them. They're supporting their fellow people in belief, man. Let me ask you something. I are we at war with Iran or are we at war with Islam? But mainly, I'm gonna tell y'all that be a lot of y'all standpoint, and I'm not saying it's you, but a lot of people that I come across that when they in support of the war, they're at war with Islam and not at war with Iran. Y'all really go say they back, they're doing this, they're doing that. So are we at war with Iran, Hezbollah, man, and the Houthis? What on the top? What you talking about? Some attack on October 7th? What are you talking about? What you talking about? You know who the Houthis are? The Houthis are in America. You see them every day and you don't even know it. You know that there's Houthis in America, right? All these smoke shacks that you see, not the Habibi store, some of them, but the majority of these smoke shacks that you see are owned by people from Yemen, which are that's where the Houthis from. If you, if you know anything, yeah, Houthis are in America right now, and they just finished raiding all their spots. Now go look through your news. In the last 3 months, they done raided all the tobacco shops that say they sell cartoon. That's mainly what the Houthis specialize in a bunch of. Yep, the Houthis are in America. And before that, you know who we fighting the Houthis for? The Saudi Arabians, because they come from right next door. They've been fighting them. Yep, the Houthis are right here. What's not what? You say it's not what? What you talking about? Everything I said was right in his act. The Houthis been in America, dude. It's like how they trying to get the fucking Haitians out, and they brought the Haitians here. Diplomatic immunity. Now all of a sudden y'all want it on. The shit makes no difference. It makes no sense. That's white folks being terrible with this shit they do. You feel me? I can't understand how you write it. Are you talking on talk text or something? Some of your words not coming out too good. A lot of times propaganda got y'all mad with Iran and whoever else we going up against. Whoever we going up against, that's who you look at as the enemy. I ain't heard Russia name mentioned nothing no more as the enemy or China. Now it's Iran, Iran, Iran. What are your feelings about Donald Trump going to China? You think he went to China with his tail tucked because he didn't beat Iran? They didn't even get the best of Iran yet. Smash that like.